Some beauty opens doors, and some beauty attracts danger. This is the story of Dara, the Lagos girl whose greed nearly led her to the grave. Dara was 25, beautiful, Igbo, lively, always laughing, always glowing. Her motto was simple: no stress for a fine girl like me. She didn't date broke men. She didn't mix with average. Her dream husband had to be rich enough to make work optional, and she promised herself she would marry at 25. But the year was ending, October dying, November rising, and no husband in sight. Until Daniel walked into her life. Daniel was everything she prayed for: fine like a carved statue, soft voice, gentle walk, and money, plenty of it. He owned chains of businesses. He showered Dara with gifts, trips, money, everything she wanted. After 1 month, he proposed. Her friends felt something was off. Her siblings exchanged strange looks, and her mother begged her to slow down. But Dara, blinded, completely carried away by the luxury. When December came, Daniel asked her to follow him to his village, Amambana, to meet his family. Dara didn't think twice. She packed her bags immediately. The day before she left, her mother had a terrible dream. But Dara refused to listen. Her mother gave her a small wooden box. "For your safety," she whispered. Dara didn't open it. She tossed it into her luggage and forgot about it. They traveled on the 20th of December. The journey was smooth, too smooth. But when they arrived, Dara's smile faded a little. Daniel's family house was at the very end of the village, far from everyone, large like a castle, quiet like the grave. Inside, his parents and 3 siblings, John, Paul, and Lisa, welcomed her warmly. Too warmly. Day 1 felt perfect. But day 2, cracks appeared. Dara tried calling her mum. No network. Not even one bar. Daniel told her, "There's no reception here. My parents like family time with no distractions." She felt uneasy. But it was just 1 week, right? Day 3 was stranger. She saw the family whispering in corners. The maids stared at her like someone watching a lamb enter a lion's den. One maid, Mandy, whispered, "Leave this place," then quickly walked away. Dara's heart tightened. On the 4th day, Dara heard crying, soft, weak, terrified, coming from a room Daniel had warned her never to open. He had said, "That's my father's study, don't go in." But curiosity pushed harder than fear. Dara opened the door and froze. Inside were 2 girls, tied, injured, blood everywhere. Her entire body shook as she untied them. The girls whispered with trembling voices, "This family, they are not normal. They sacrifice young girls every December. Before the ritual, the men sleep with the girls." Dara felt the earth shift beneath her feet. But before they could run, they were caught. The 2 girls were dragged out immediately and sacrificed. Dara was tied up in her room. She was next. Her tears soaked the bedsheet. Her heartbeat was loud enough to break her ribs. And then, she remembered, the wooden box. With trembling hands, she dragged her box closer, found the tiny wooden case, opened it. Inside was a rosary, a bottle of anointing oil, and a note. "Apply it. Heaven will fight for you." Dara rubbed the oil over her skin, put on the rosary, and prayed. When the men entered her room, ready to begin the ritual, they screamed. To them, Dara wasn't a girl. She was fire, burning, blinding, untouchable. They staggered back, their skin blistering. "Go! Leave! Now!" They screamed, terrified. They opened the door and let her run. Dara ran into the night, barefoot. No bag, no phone, just her life. She reached the main road at dawn. A woman passing by saw her, gave her transport money, and didn't ask a single question. Hours later, Dara arrived back in Lagos. Her mother was still on her knees praying. When Dara walked in, they both collapsed into each other's arms, crying. Dara learned something that night. Beauty can open doors, but greed can open graves. If not for mercy, her story would have ended in Amambana,